Defensive structures like this old pillbox dot the English countryside, a reminder that early in the Second World War the Allies were very much on the back foot. The famous Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day, that changed that trajectory is fast approaching its 77th anniversary. The reenactment community commemorate this and other battles, remembering the experiences of those who fought by bringing the past to life for new generations. This has been challenging with restrictions in the continuing pandemic, but nonetheless one group are doing this in a new way, combining sports and reenactment to give people hands-on experience with history. I've been talking to a member of the 1st Battalion Boys to gain some insight.
It blends a mixture of reenacting and airsoft as a whole. Airsoft being quite a fast-paced sport, similar to paintball. World War II and World War I reenactments are like wrestling. You know, the scenario is planned, the outcome is planned, the victor is already planned, and there's no real winner as such. Whereas airsoft is very much, a sport. You know, the winner is decided by who plays the best. Where World War I airsoft, or the sort of particular brand of World War I airsoft that we adhere to, is kind of like a melding of both, where the scenarios are pre-planned, the teams are pre-planned, but the victor is not. So you have to really, it's, whoever fights the best battle and decides the outcome. But there is pre-scripted events like gas attacks and whatnot. We had a game back in September just before the second lockdown got announced. There was like a brief window of placidity, of thinking, this could all be fine again. So as a precaution, we ensured that everyone who was going to be attending the game was able to sort of isolate beforehand, and that should anyone have symptoms or exhibit symptoms prior to the game, they were not allowed to come, and they would be refunded for their admission fee. We all wore sort of World War I style cloth masks, similar to that were worn during the Spanish flu of 1918. So when we were all close together, we did wear masks where possible, but obviously that we weren't able to do that all the time. But as a duty of care, not only as a team, but as a group of friends, we all ultimately had that duty of care to each other to make sure that we wouldn't get each other sick. So the sort of isolatory time beforehand to ensure we didn't have any exhibiting symptoms was a necessary precaution. And in the upcoming game as well, that we've got planned in June, obviously now we have more rigorous testing, we have more available home tests. So frankly, our standard of safety will only increase, and hopefully eventually it will then decrease alongside the pandemic decreasing as well. And it looks like we're sort of through the worst of it at the moment, but touch wood.
To get a better sense what this is all about and to share a bit of living history with you, I'm donning a uniform and equipment similar to that worn by British forces in the Second World War. This is the Sten Mark V, the final evolution of the Sten submachine gun. This is an airsoft replica, which is about as close as we can get to the real thing, and it's rather authentic. Let's see if I can go exhaust myself. Now, it wasn't particularly common to do this by the time of the Second World War, but they were still commonly issued with bayonets. So, I spy one more target left. I think I got him. With that, it's back to the studio.